All right. Hello, everyone. This is Chrisa, and we're here for another Tango Movement Lab. So today we're going to be working on balance and timing, and we're going to tie these two things together. When we put them in ochos and boleos, at some point you're also going to need one of these, an elastic band or any type of elastic clothing that has some give, so it's not too tight, but it's also not too flexible, so you can use it to feel the lead, and it will help you with managing the timing as well. So what we're we're gonna start with the first portion of our theme for today, which is the balance theme. But you're gonna see that we're gonna tie it into walks, and then our ochos, and then our boleos. So let me just check that we are good here. Fantastic. And we're gonna get started right away. Let's see. Yes, you can see me there. All right, this is great. Let me just do one small adjustment on this camera. And then you can see things a little bit better. Okay, good. All right, perfect. So I want you to start with finding the balance between your head, your thorax, and your pelvis. So we've done this in different ways. I want you to find where your default is. So your default is probably not this, right? So I encourage you to just let go. Forget that you are in a tango practice and just let go. See where you usually stand. And start very gently, very gently. Doing a scan from your feet all the way up, and notice areas where things can be a little bit softer, a little bit more engaged, a little bit more in tune. So let me give you an example. My knees are, for example, way out of tune. So they need to be, I need to get the muscles of my legs a little bit more engaged because my ligaments are too lax, so I have overextended knees, for example. That might not be you, but as you're doing your scan, look for areas like that, and then very gently, with a little bit of a wiggle, either wake things up or relax things. Another trick that works is shifting the weight forward and back on your feet. So rocking forward and back. Also using touch to see try to feel where the organs, the main weight that we carry, is sitting. If this is another common thing, that you let your organs fall forward. If you are there, then give them a little bit of a wiggle. Invite them to reposition closer to your spine without going overboard and falling back, right? So in this case, you would need more support from the back. So again, with a little wiggle and a little touch, you can wake these muscles up and say, hey guys, let's go. And then try to find as if someone has this invisible string from the atlas, which is at the top of your spine, is encouraging you to climb up. Try to not do this in one long line that tends to go over your head, but it's again more like a wave that kind of hugs your head and then keeps going up. And as it goes down, it also has a wave form, not a straight line. Good. Okay, so check with your breath. Notice the flow and try to See if there is any restriction there. If there is, give yourself a little bit of a wiggle. Allow for your thorax to adjust. Okay, and hopefully you're ready to go. So we're gonna start, we're gonna keep this, not this position, but this feeling of comfort and support at the same time. And I want you to, again, use your hands. We've done this exercise before. Use your hands to guide you. So it's as if someone is holding you from your fingertips and they're pulling you down, and you want to go, right, with your body. You don't want just your hands to go. Someone is pulling you down and you're like, okay, I'm coming, kind of thing, right? And here too, you want to be aware of your organs if they're falling out, that you are not pulling in, but you have some support from the core. Good. And make it really big for now. We're going to do 4 more like this, exaggerated, just changing position so you can see me from different angles. Reaching for the floor. Last one. And now I want you to gradually start making them smaller. So 2 more like this. And now a little bit smaller, but always with the same intent. So you're always, not that now that we're going smaller, we're not having that connection between hands and body. And a little bit smaller. Yes. And a little bit smaller, so it's, you feel it, but you can't really see it. So you will notice, just keep going with this, that this gives you this little wave, internal wave that's like, yeah, it's like this. So I want you to keep this feeling because we're going to need it very soon. So nice, soft, moving hips. That's why that was the purpose of this exercise. And I want you now to go over 1 foot. Let's start with the right. It doesn't matter what it is. And with this action in mind, because this is how our hips flex, I want you to, as you come over 100% over this foot, this leg is free. You're going to drop the knee in, and then you're going to flex by bringing your leg up. And this is the first part of this exercise. Then you're going to guide it down. So you'll notice that you don't want to go straight down, because then you're not following the way that the structure of your hip. So the knee is going to come in a little bit. And it's going to kick back. It's going to come in and lift. It's going to come back and reach. It's going to come first in, up and out, then down and in, back. So we have internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation, to the back. And let your body adjust. So I don't want you to keep it rigid, because then it's very difficult to do this. So there's going to be little movements and adjustments happening. And you don't have to go all the way up. It can stay here. It can stay lower. It can stay really on the ground. Last 2 for this side. Last one. And come back. Before we go over to the other side, I want you to notice that this is the same as this. Right? It's just that instead of you going down, your leg is coming up. Okay? So, just a side note. So here we go. over to the other side. Find your weight over the left foot this time. The other foot is free. You can give it a little bit of a wiggle to check. And following the hip structure, comes up, it goes down, and then following the hip structure, it extends back an internal rotation. And up, and in, and up, and in. That's it. And out. There we go. And in, and out. So you can keep it small, so it doesn't have to, you don't have to work so much for balance, or you can make it bigger. And out. And in, and out. Oh, you can also hold on to a wall as long as you don't make your upper body stationary and you allow it to move. And out. And in. Two more. Out. In. And out. Fantastic. Take a little break. Let me just... oops. Make sure that... Okay, perfect. All right. So, what we're going to do now is put this in a kind of a moving routine. So, we're going to start here. We're going to go over one foot. We're going to do a little kick, drop the leg, and step. Do a little kick, drop the leg, and step. Do a little kick, drop the leg, and step. And you'll see that I'm always coming in your direction, but it's not, it's kind of weaving. It's not directly to you. It has a little bit of a pivot. So, and that's exactly the purpose of it. You have a little bit of a pivot and step. Tick and step. Tick and step. And then exactly the same thing to go back and step. Comes in and step. Comes in and step. So, I'm going to put some music on. Take your time to find it. You can make it, you can exaggerate it if you want, like we were doing when we were stationary. But try to make it part of the routine. So the purpose of this exercise is, one, to help us with balance when we are on one foot, to be able to move when we are on one foot instead of just strengthening the stationary position of one foot, which is what most balance exercises do. And then the second one is to be able to use the movement and the weight of the free leg to help us go into the next step. So this way we will be working less hard and more efficiently as we are during our dance. So let me put some music on and you can play with that exercise. What is this? Let's see if this works. No, this is a little bit too fast. Let me see. Let's do this one. Yes. Let's hit pause. Fantastic. So, okay. Let's add on to this exercise. So we will continue with this exaggerated version. At the end, we'll get to tone it down, make it more tango specific. Okay, so you see how we were weaving. So when you're here and when you start playing with this, with the crease of your hip, it has a bit of a weave to it, like kind of scooping situation. So we're going to use that to find the timing for the pivot. So instead of now aiming to go straight, we're actually aiming to pivot. So we're going to start here, step, and I want you to really use this free leg that comes in to turn. So if you get past this point, you'll notice that you have no energy. It's done. You could just manage to go around, but what we're aiming for is to use this already built-in action to go around. Step here. As the free knee is coming in, we're going to use this action to go around. And the intention is not to go for big ochos, right? The intention is to still keep moving forward. So we're going here. This is the kind of pivot that we're looking for. So we're going to start here. We're going to do a first step. And you can play with this. Find that timing. And how much power you need to come around. Good. And then the same thing goes to go back. Remember we started with this. We started with internal rotation, internal rotation to go back. Sorry, internal rotation to external. This was our balance exercise. Internal rotation and back. So this swing is what we're going to use for our pivots. Internally rotating, and I'm exaggerating now, but so you can see, internally rotating when you're coming forward, and externally rotating when you're coming forward into a step, internally rotating when you're going back into a step. At the pass through, the knee you always pass from internal rotation. So internal to external, internal to internal. This. You to step. You use it to pivot. Okay, let's play. And again, exaggerate for a few of them and then make them smaller, because I want you to really feel how the structure of your hip, if you follow it, it can actually lead you easily into a pivot. Let's see. Did I press play? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's hit pause. Okay. So, three things I want you to have in mind. One is that when we're dancing, and I think generally in life, we're looking for balance through movement. So we're not, it's very rare the occasions that you would be standing on one leg because for some reason. Then, number two is that you can find your pivot in your walks. So that's number two. It hides in your walks. Number three, it all has to do with timing. So finding the timing is key for pivots. So just to close, and I had one more exercise that I wanted us to do, but that's okay. We'll do it next time. So just to close, we can do a little dance. You can have your shoes on or not. I like to put my shoes on for closing. And music. Here we go. Just a dance. Just a dance to close. Keep it simple, but enjoy it. Don't think about the exercises. This brings us to the end of another practice. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Stay tuned and visit us for more at Bautanz.com. Thank you.